Welcome, everybody. Back again. September 1st. It's time. It's time to see what's going to be happening over the course of the next 30 days. 31, 28. How many days? 29 days. The month of September. Happy birthday, Virgo. Happy birthday, life. I love you all. I love you all. We're here. We're doing this. So a lot of words came in. Thank you, guys, everybody. There's still more to do. Still keep breaking down the words. We're doing this all together. A lot to share, which will probably be in the next video. But just to touch base quickly on the word that I've been breaking down, because it definitely leaves a pattern of, I don't know, what would be the best way to say it? You could just basically see something broken in the language where the clause before the word does not always mean the same thing. And the example that I would love to give is decent. Like, this is decent. Like, oh, this is decent lighting that Alexander has. Oh, this, be dressed decent when we're going to a nice restaurant. Make sure you're dressed decent. But the same word can be pronounced as descent, which means to fall, which means to lower, which means to fall from the sky. My angelics, my family. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is not only because we need to have all these words so we can choose to use different words to more accurately cast a spell that gets us to where we deserve to be faster, but like the fact in. Usually when in is there, and the example that I'd like to give is credible. For somebody to be credible is supposed to be a good thing, at least on paper. I don't like to use this word because credit and agencies and this is friends and awesome situations and loved ones and family members we're talking about. So I do my best to not use this word credible. And I know incredible is still a word that many of us use. And I'm not saying I don't ever say the word incredible, but what do we have here? We have credible, which is essentially a good word. This person's credible. They're a credible source. And then we have the word incredible, which means that this is really, really credible. So this is what's funny, because why does decent, to be decent means properly clothed, but to be indecent means the person's not wearing any clothing. So you see why I'm pointing this out. This in does not always mean added. This in at the beginning of the word does not always mean that the word after it is amplified. It's just, for me, further evidence that we're speaking a broken language and further evidence that our language needs work. And that, personally, I believe, I hate to be like, there's aliens from outer space, put a bug in your brain or whatever, but it's not, I don't want to be like full-blown fear propaganda, but I think that this was done intentionally. I think that this was done intentionally so that when the average human being was speaking, they were creating and destroying and creating and destroying, and stuck in this crabs in a bucket mentality that so many people believe they're thriving in. So without further ado, whatever that means, let's get into Aries. Let's pop up this second camera. Say hello, Groot. Hello, Groot. Freaking love you guys. Becca, who's here? Becca. Wendy, welcome. Veronique, Nixie, Isa, my brother Michael, Cheryl, you can comment again. Yay. Cheryl, I love you. Willowpillow's back. Woo! Ah! Hug the camera. We got Amber. We got the second stall to the right. We don't have the first stall to the left, luckily. Mary, I got you. Mary? You know I got you. I get weird when things mess with you, Mary, just so you know that. I'll be there. All right. Robin, Kate, welcome. And the Pearl, the one and only the Pearl. Who else? Who came in? Anyone else? No, McAfee. I don't want to sign up for your stupid thing. Stop doing pop-ups on my computer. Likely story, McAfee. All right. Pop-up's the other camera. Sherry's here. Sherry, you'll see. We'll talk about that on Saturday. That's more of a Patreon conversation, Jerry. All right. Aries. 505. 505. Levi jeans. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. Oh, of course. Thank you for being here today, everybody. Aries, September reading, quantum reading. Oh, my fellow superheroes, my fellow angelics, my fellow starseeds, welcome. Welcome. Welcome to another edition of Predicting the Future with Alexander. And there it is. Yummy. Oh, wait a minute. That's that one. That's that one. Ooh. Who are all these people? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble controlling the volume of my voice. This is a lot of people. Aries, what is going on? All right. All right, something's shifting with Aries. Wow. All right. So Aries is has something going on where you've been sitting still with figuring out your feminine side has been figuring out what to do with the masculine fire, because we see that there's some sort of tough decision. So this is something that could be coming up in a multitude of different ways here, Aries. Either way, this is life purpose stuff, because up here in the physical category, we have the light warrior, we have the paladin, one of my favorites, but in the energetic category, it shows that you're the immovable object of love. So Aries, something that's going on, because this is person. There's a lot of people immediately around you. So here's you. And then around you, we see a lot of stuff. But we see that during the month, some sort of completion taking place, moving forward with balance. And something happens really quick. Like something comes in quick, or something with this shift. The tower comes down. And when the tower comes down, the phoenix rises from the ashes, which is you. Either way, I love this reading, because look at you at the end of the month. It shows you have the high ground. So you have the high ground right now, Aries. Welcome. It just might seem like something's been going on. It might seem like something's been on the heart, something's been on the mind, because it has. Because you seem to be making some sort of tough decision. Who belongs in my field? Because you're going through some sort of major completion. So body, mind, spirit, you right here. How are people visualizing you? People are visualizing you as the King of Pentacles, but how are you showing up? You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So, like I said, this could be coming up in a very large amount of different ways for you, Aries. But what is actually taking place on the other side is you are making some sort of decision, which you come out on top. We've got the completion. We've got the 22nd card out of 22 in the major arcana. You've got the 7 of wands at the end. You got the high ground. So, like, as you go through this thing that might seem difficult, might seem traumatic, you become better, and everybody becomes empowered by this. I would like for you to think about the vampires that have been feeding on you, my family. I would like for you to think about them as, I can't enable this anymore. In this current reality, in the reality that I'm going to continue ascending here, I cannot do this anymore, because this shows you as the high priestess in the past. This shows you as the king of cups in the spiritual. Like what? Like the immovable object of love, the paladin, Aries, so far winning. Okay, so good stuff. That was the quick version. He's just on fire lately. I don't know. I think it's like my new fun thing. It's like I'm like the Micro Machines man. Is he showing his age? Probably. People are like, what is the Micro Machines man? righty. What time do we got? Yeah, that was a 5-minute reading. Okay, Taurus. At some point, he'll get involved in the story. 10, 11. Yummy. I use the other pen. Get out of here, other pen. We support group things here. Get out of here. Get out. Now get out of here, kid. You bald. Okay. Angels. Alrighty. Let's do this. One more wish. Taurus, September, quantum reading. For all people born under the Zodiac sign of Taurus, information that helps you with your speed, your ascension, your attunement, your love, and loving nature. With ease and grace. Welcome to Galactic Tarot, my family. Carrie Lynn for the win. We win. Carrie Lynn's here. What if she doesn't show up? Denise! Denise, you're a very elusive goddess. I've been trying to get on the phone. Taurus, uncross your feet. Talking to me, not you, but yeah, usually. One more again. One more. Okay, we're needing extra shuffles. Taurus, September 1st. Ooh, the sun. Oof, more mastery stuff. Who's the Ted in the punch bowl? I don't know who that is. Taurus. On the next episode of Saving the Unsavable. All right. Alrighty then. Okay. That with this. Okay. Oof. Taurus, I don't know if somebody's asking you for money. I don't know who this person is, this family member. This person thrives and lives off of drama. Remember earlier when he was talking about the crabs in a bucket? This is one of those crabs that, when one of their fellow crabs goes to jump out of the bucket, they jump up and grab them and pull them right back down into the doo-doo water. So you have become a guru. You have reached mastery. Or that is what is taking place right now. We see happiness. We see people going to you for help, and we see you as a master. We see that you have went out on this quest in the past to be this light warrior, this paladin. This in the future is just no to me. I don't know who this is. This is why Alexander does this. This is why I love doing this, because I want to make sure to avoid situations like this. This situation is to be avoided. Spirit is having this information come through your brother, so this will be avoided during this month of September. If you're born under the zodiac sign of Taurus, or you know that your friend that is a Taurus is not going to hear this message, you might want to get this out to them, because somebody's asking for money. Somebody's looking for something. Somebody's looking for spiritual energy, time. There's clearly something vampiric going on here, and we cannot allow this. Look at these two different realities that show up here. We've got ski votes right here. So this would be the ski votes reality. And then this would be the I'm heading towards victory, I'm celebrating, partying, and I have the high ground reality. So let's pick that's a flusher. I call that, in the industry, we call that a flusher. I just made that up or channeled that from somewhere weird. We do not call that a flusher. Do not start that. That is not it's a flusher. It's settled. All right. Anyways, moving on. So something happens really quickly with the mastery, and the mastery is above and beyond. We see the feminine mastery and the masculine. We see the masculine just doing the masculine thing. So there's clearly something at least going on with the beginning of the wheel, the beginning of the zodiac chart, because the similar message that came through for Aries is now coming through for Taurus. So there's something that's going on with blending the masculine together, being in our power without being taken advantage of. So please, my family, be on the lookout and tune in how you're feeling after engaging with this person. It doesn't matter if they're a parent, a family member, a coworker, a best friend, who this person is. This needs to be addressed and this needs to be avoided. This is a test. And I am the one letting you know that I am in first period. And at some point during fourth, fifth, or sixth period, there's a pop quiz, my family. All right. And you're done. You had a nice run there, Taurus, and now you're doing. Moving on. I'm so proud of you, Taurus, because I see that you were going to get this, but now, when our powers combine, all righty. What do we have for time now? Is that a quick one? 15:44. We're flying. Saturday night, running away. Sunday morning. The quick version. Do you? Kiss her, you hitched. Zoe! Zoe's here. Carol! So sorry, Carol. Sorry to everybody that I didn't... I blocked out my schedule and like 4 or 5 people got into my calendar for today. Yeah, I love you guys. No need to apologize to anybody. Everybody was like apologizing to me because my system let them book a session. I love you. Technology thing. Why so serious, Veronique? Gemini. Oh, yeah. All I've ever known. Gemini quantum reading. September 1st to September 30th or whatever. Good amount of people again. Oof. Oh my God. Gemini swoops in with their bag full of money. Look at this. Ooh. I love the conclusion. I see you, Word. I don't know what you mean yet, Word, but I have you on my radar. All right. So, Gemini, there's a party. You've been manifesting the party. You've been moving towards the party, but you felt like, where is the party? So both cards that represent party, so the Four of Wands isn't here, but this represents a celebration. This represents a celebration. They're both in alignment, and this is in alignment with the crying over spilled milk card in the spiritual category. So something has seemed lately, as of late, Gemini, that something wasn't as good as you thought it would be at this point. And this is part of where we are in this awakening. This is part of where we are at this point is gaining further control through the belief structure, through the transmutation process of using the higher against the lower and thus thriving. So being the alchemist of our reality, because when I see this, it looks like the party is happening and you definitely shift your reality with your mind state. But there's this decision being made right now. Like you're wondering if you've been moving towards this thing or not, which this card reading is absolutely positively validating. Where are the cards? That yes, you are creating this. The cloud covers the high ground, the bottom of the deck. What? This is my favorite card right next to Connie's favorite card, right next to the sun card. So this is epic. So something's concluding by the end of summer, which is in this month, or the summer in the northern hemisphere at least. Something's happening here, Gemini, for sure. So whatever this like thing that's been bothering you as you're reaching mastery, this has been some sort of test. the spiritual energy is here. The money is here. The abundance is here. You've been proving your strength to yourself is what this reading says. But some new beginning takes place. Somebody comes forward. Somebody steps forward with abundance, or something shifts in your reality, whether this is talking about financial abundance or whether this is talking about spiritual abundance or some sort of upload, download, something that you're shifting through. I have been seeing signs also, just because, Alexander does this thing where he looks at the first out-of-state license plate of the day, and I have been getting messages about the Geminis that are very important to me. And just what I would like to say, because this is what some of the signs have said, just make sure you're not stepping back into an old version, because that old version doesn't exist. And it's okay to step into a new version that has aspects of the old version, but you can't go back, Gemini. I hope you know that. You can't go back to where you were. It's not possible. It's not how time works. And that's the one and only constant that is in this reality. So that isn't here in the cards. That's here in Alexander does numerology all day, every day. This 7 1 7 5 6 6 7 5 5 2 1 3 3 5 1. Why did I do that? That is the numerological code of the Page of Pentacles, of this word, these words right here. That's something we can all get that fast at doing this. Like, that's not like me having a touch of autism or whatever, like being able to see the numbers in the letters. It's something that is a practice, and it's a practice that was important to me. When I see a license plate go by, I can see 4 or 5, I can see the numbers go by, and this is an agreement that I made with Spirit, that it was like, all right, you are thriving every single day to be able to be in contact with me, and there's so many of us that are just not working on communicating with birds, or communicating with the clouds, or communicating with the fairies, the plants, the animals, the angelics, and this feeling that I see coming up in so many, where we're feeling isolated, we're feeling like we're on an island. When you're on a peninsula, my family, if you're ever feeling alone, we're all right behind you yelling, "It's a peninsula!" Like, it's not. You're not on an island, okay? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I get it. It could have felt like an island. But you are surrounded by spiritual people. You are surrounded by people that are choosing love. And you're surrounded by people that are healing, plain and simple. Whether it seems like they are or they're not, that's even what was going on in the previous readings. So I love what I see here, Gemini. This all will work out. What my best thing to say to you is pay attention up here. And if you're having this, oh, poor me, you're crying over spilled milk, how long are you going to run that for? How long are you going to run that for? I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, if you think about it, you're going to manifest it. Which it's like, yeah, the law of attraction says that, but a lot of that has shifted, because we are no longer in a reality where, timeline convergences are happening. We're in a reality where there are fluctuations on the day-to-day. So it's up to you as the viewer. It's up to you as the spiritual being. And this is my opinion. You can take this with a grain of salt if you want. That we're not allowed to spend 51% of our time in a lower reality. We're not allowed to spend 51% of our reality in shadow or manipulation or fear or any of that. Or I don't know what the long-term ramifications of that will be for you. I don't know. I know that Spirit is forcing me to choose love and vulnerability and boundaries every single day, because that's what I expect to see when I go out the door. So that's what I expect to see when I look in the mirror. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, wow, just got real. Now we're talking. Gemini that was 8 minutes. All right, who's next? Is it Leo? Who is this? Cancer. Okay. It's like, don't forget about me. All right, 2405. Interessante. Let's do this. Play the drum. Sing something. Way off me. No, I'm just kidding. I love you all so much. I'll play the drum. I'll do the thing. I'll do the things. Cancer. I love me, my Cancerian family. Oh, what's that? That's your papa. When you get that as your papa, what's going on? Who are you quarreling with? 2, 3. Cancer quantum reading for the month of September. From my reference point, Cancer is the only sign that's ever come over my house and cleaned it for me. And that is not a reason to keep Cancers around, but it's a reason to see, like, how loving is this person? Because I can't really see myself doing that. And I've had multiple Cancers just be like, well, this is a mess. We got to fix this. And I'm like, who are you? Who are you? Who does number 2 work for? The world popped up. 2, 3, there we go. Come on, Cancer, what do we have? I don't know what that dubstep is, but it's only going to make this reading go faster. You're not listening to Spirit. Already we see this. Okay. And that's over. That's over. Good. There's the other celebration card. Okay. Victory. Love. Abundance. Good, good, good. It gets good. It gets good. All right. Oof. Oof. 3 aces. All right. Whatever you've been going through, Cancer, it's all about releasing. Spirit is forcing you to release it. Speak your mind. Speak your feelings, not even your mind. You're having to speak your feelings because we're seeing the Strength card. And this Strength card is coming through. That strength is coming through in a different manner. And this is what's been happening in my own life. So I can speak about this from experience. What have I been saying? Strength. There's vulnerability in strength. And to any of you guys watching, which I know you're few and far between, but if there's any guys watching, I can promise you that this is not something that should be looked at as weakness. This is something that should be looked at as this is the representation that I need to be. I need to be able to speak my mind. I need to be able to stop bottling up my feelings. When we bottle up feelings, those become dis-ease. We're not at ease. That literally can kill the human vessel, age the human vessel. This is stuff that we're just not allowed to do anymore. It's just not allowed to do anymore. And you know this, but this is what Spirit, and maybe it's not exactly this. Maybe this is what it is for the majority of the men. But what is coming through for Cancer is something that you are holding on to. Spirit is forcing you to release it. You might have already done this. You might have already done it at the end of recently. You could have done it today or yesterday. And this might be very validating for you. Or there might be something that you're thinking, oh, God, I wonder if he's talking about that. If you've had the thought, I wonder if he's talking about that. Yes, I am talking about that. And deal with that, whatever that is. Because abundance and spirituality and release and so much healing and phone calls and things come in once you release this. Certain people feel like they're on a different vibration than you because it's almost like you're not moving forward with love by holding on to this thing because it feels like a lower vibratory vibration. You know why it feels like that? Because it is. Okay, somehow it's related to fear. Somehow it's related to the old. And as I was just telling Gemini, the old's gone. The old is gone. It has to be gone. This is not a choice. This is just how it is. We're celebrating. We're moving on. And things are going to continue to get better and better. And that's it. Okay? Because when I go over here to the hopes and fears, whatever this situation is or whoever this person is, because it's going to be a little bit different, it's draining. It's draining. And it's like, whatever it is, it isn't the person. If there is a physical person connected to this, that person might be hijacked. That person might be... just hijacked. There's no other word. You know my friend Jack? Say hello, Jack. Hi, Jack. Someone's hijacked, okay? So somebody's hijacked, and this is not them, so don't blame them. But you might need to take space. You might need to take distance. You might need to speak your mind. You might need to speak your truth. Moving forward victoriously with love is how all of this opens up, is how all of this shifts. And your inner child is the one, you're being viewed as the spiritual inner child. So this is epic. This is awesome. This turns out to be a very, very positive reading. Just something, Spirit is doing their best to have you. They're not forcing you to release this. I will force you to do it, though, Cancer. Whatever this is, you have to do it. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, which you choose to accept it by continuing to watch the Galactic Tarot channel. We need to evolve, my family. It's a community. Let's keep going. Let's do this. Do this. But I'm a lone wolf on an island, Alexander. We're all behind you. It's a peninsula. It's a peninsula. Could I interest you in turning around? my shit. Alrighty. Leo. That's me. Okay. 3017. 3017. All right. What do we got? Already cleared it. Already swapped it. Good. The bunny's cards is on the 15th. It's for the love. The love readings. I'll do. It's an old thing. I can't. I'll just laugh too hard if that's playing right now. Leo, quantum reading for the month of September. Can you feel that Virgo energy, my Leo family? Good. Leo, quantum readings. One more. Okay. Oh, the mind. The mind. Good. Oh, okay. Things are once again, there are choices being made, choices about the truth, speaking our truth, living in our truth. Leo, I love it. I love it. This is the journey. This is a journey out of the mind. This is showing that we've been in our minds a little bit more than we normally have been. I know that what was going on personally in my own life was, getting myself from up on top of the bubble and grounding. And from grounding, this allowed me to have more time in my mind instead of being detached from things. Because as much fun as that might be, if another sign is hearing this or another Leo that hasn't done that work yet, as easier as that makes it, there is more power available to the self once we are grounded in the vessel and utilizing the mind, body, spirit, not by just being like up and out and going down to the body. So from doing the grounding work actually made, connecting more to the body connected me more to the mind, and connecting me more to the mind gave me more opportunity and more vigilance to find out what is the truth to me and what are my feelings, where is my emotions, what do I need to say to my family, to my loved ones, to mom, to dad, to best friend, to coworker, whoever it is. What is it that I need to say to make the proper harvest in the future? What we're doing today is what's creating our tomorrow. So to do this work, to make sure we're creating a good tomorrow now, that's what everything has been on this awakening journey. And that's what this big release is, by us being this immovable object of love, by being this rock of love. This is what it's saying we've been working at, Leo. I love the conclusion of this reading. And it's like all three gray skies. So once again, it's been very mental. It's almost been like a cloudy day, but it's a very positive cloudy day that is releasing this month. We see we've been doing the work to be the immovable object of love, and there's a huge release coming. And the cloud cover of that is the harvest. It is what we are harvesting. What seeds are you planting today that you will be then eating the fruits of this labor in the future? So something's happening quick. Something's shifting very quickly, because all the swords are over here in the bottom. And then all the wands are over here up top. So it's all about looking through the spiritual window, because I can see this death, and like there's something that takes place mid-month. There's something that takes place at some point during September where we're noticing a shift from one to the other. And I know these two cards representing the shift can seem odd, but it's not. My family, many of us, and it's like, I know some people don't want to hear this because some people hate change. I'm not in that category. But Spiritual deaths, ego deaths, death of the old. Like I was saying, there's power in this. It might show up as the Tower. It might show up as the Death card. It might show up as these three cards together. The Judgment, awakening. The old is gone, and then looking through the spiritual window to see where we're going. Because this card can represent money worries, but it's not money worries, because this whole reading is about the mind. So it's about, once again, the dis-ease. If we continue to think these thoughts, and we don't get our feelings, our words out there, there's this whole like game of catch I tell you guys about. But another way to look at it is like a backpack. And it's like we carry this backpack with all these books and all this stuff in it, that if we just say it, you can take one book out at a time, or you can sling the whole backpack off and be like, hey, like, you know, all of this is yours, brother. All of this is yours, sister. And put the backpack on your friend. And there's nothing dark or manipulative about this, my family. It's about, I've been carrying this. I choose to no longer carry this. So you can carry that, or you cannot. You can either care or you cannot. And this is something that we do as a collective, my family. And some people are instead of speaking their mind and stepping into their power, they're almost thinking it's dark. And it's dark magic, and it's not. Like, this is what we came here to do, and to have the fire and not cast the fire of these epic angelic dragons that you are watching this broadcast. To have power and not use power. It's like, once again, brings me right back to that Spider-Man quote. I think that's from Civil War. When bad things happen and you have the power to do something about it, they happen because of you. And I agree with that 1,000,000%. What little old Spider-Man, little Tom Holland says in that movie. So, moving on. What is that? Catherine, what is that? Is that a new moon? I see a new moon rising. Bye-bye. Johnny! Johnny, can you hear me? All right. Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. What time you got? 37:20. 37:20. Right. All righty. I don't think I did this. Did I do this? I didn't do this. All right. Denise! You're allowed to ask for drum. Virgo, let's do this. September 1st to September 30th, quantum reading. Everybody born under the sun. I want one more. Uncharacteristic but necessary. What do we got, Virgo? Can hold on and believe. Oof. Good. Oof. All right. Good. Okay. What is that? Okay. So, who was that? Was that Taurus? Was that Gemini? Who had this over here? Does anyone remember? If you're seeing both of the readings that have the Page of Swords and whatever this Skivotes is right here, because, you know, we have the option of watching our sun, our rising, our moon, and our Mars. So if you're seeing this twice, oh my God. White flag, red flag, like all the flags right here, okay? All right, we go here. Taurus. Thank you, Ron. Oh, good. See, it's all gravy. There's the harvest again. All right. Ooh, the ends of these readings are all good. All right, but what's happening? All right, fighting. You're fighting with some. You know this person's the devil. Virgo, who is this? Virgo, who? I don't know why. I feel like they're not here. I'm looking for them like they're on the ground. Who is this person that you're fighting with? Because when this is like this, you're like, no, they're not the devil. They're the devil. All right? Okay? I don't know what it is. Maybe they're not the devil. but like they're a devil. Okay, I don't know. Just pay attention, please. Who have you, Virgo? Who have you been fighting with, and who shows their true colors? Could be somebody at work, could be a family member, could be your lover. All I want to make sure you know is Alexander doesn't let you lie to yourself. So welcome to Galactic Tarot. This person is the worst. Okay, so if you've been like, oh, but I believe in them, they're gonna get through it. Sure, okay. That is not the best flavored pipe to smoke. But if you want to continue smoking whatever's in that pipe, then so be it. You're very strong. You're very powerful. You see beyond the veil. But I see that one way or another, spirits have been pushing you to release this person. I see that the release is happening. So Virgo, just know, just give them the opportunity to show how much they suck. It doesn't matter if they're brother. It doesn't matter if they're sister. It doesn't matter if they're friend, coworker, mom, dad. We have to talk to our family. We have to talk to our friends. We have to let them know, this hurt me. This makes me sad. This made me angry. I'm no longer angry, but I have to let you know this was not okay. Okay? So whatever this is, this person, you have to admit this to yourself. I don't like seeing this on its side. When it's like this, the person knows the person sucks. When it's like this, Virgo, there's somebody you're lying to yourself about. And, maybe the other channels will allow you to do that, but I don't. I will not. So this person will. You'll watch. I'm not manifesting this for you. I'm telling you that spirit knew this was going to happen, and they will show their true colors. And if this person's being an a-hole on, before, or directly after your birthday, red flag. Red flag. Okay? So you're not stuck with this person. You might think you're stuck with this person, but I've been with them for so long, and they blah, blah, blah. And what about when they help me? There's no equivalent exchange here. And you need to be you, and you need to be thriving as you, and you need to be celebrating as you. And that's how you help thousands of people. Not think you're helping this person that you cannot and will not help. Mark my words. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to take some sort of wind out of your sail or take this. But I've been putting all this energy into this. It's almost like this is like some sort of little like side project, Virgo. But guess what? This is a side project that has failed. And just give the universe the opportunity to prove me wrong or prove this right. Okay? Because that's all I want to let you know. Your multi-dimensionality, the tree of the Sephiroth, and the magician card with the high priestess and the physical, you know you're lying to yourself. You know you are. So I'm not letting you do that. I can't. This isn't that type of channel. So. Whew. We're running on the moon. All right. Leaves? Leaves. Oh, 4325. That's an angel from outer space. Old music is good sometimes. Soul! Just the soul! How come he never spins when I come in? How come he only spins for soul? Two people left on that. Bye-bye! Nobody's just something. Libra, let's do this. Oh, there's so many possessed right now. Say hello to my friend Jack. Becca, hi, Jack. You had a nice run, but now you're done, son. Sarian! Libra, September 1st to September 30th, quantum reading. What is it Spirit would like you to know? And go 2, 3, 1 more. Oh, everybody's having a good time. They're having a good time upstairs today. They're enjoying this. Leaves. Completion. The truth. The truth has not set you free about what is complete, Libra. Trying to set myself up for the win. All right. On another video! Somebody's at the door from UPS. Just leave it on the porch! Quiet on the set! Are you well? Yes, I am. All right, completion. Something's completed. There's a decision to be made, but you can't make the decision until you admit the truth to yourself. My Libra family. Once again, there's the masculine fire. We see the death in the past. Libra, are you doing this as well? Are you doing what I'm seeing some of my Gemini family doing? You cannot go back. We can't go back. Just because it's like, oh, people aren't wearing their mask anymore. The thing is over. These versions of us are gone, family. They are gone. Just as a reminder. And I don't see that in the cards. But just in case you're watching this, just no. All right. How about no? All right. So moving forward, there's strength that once again is being perceived as darkness. What is it? Is it your dragon? Is it these many dragons? Is it these dragon eggs that have been hatching left and right lately? Almost as if we're in some sort of multi-dimensional war that we shall not speak of yet. So basically, something's being perceived as darkness that is very much so love. That is very much so integration. That is very much so power that my angelic family would behoove you. Behoove you. What a weird word. It would be great if you'd integrate it. Anyways, moving on. So looking right here, people are seeing you hooked. Who's hooked you? Libra? Who's this? Who's done this? All right, so people are seeing you deal with something, because this is the category where how others view us, and others are viewing you hooked by something. So maybe it's whatever's going on with this situation with admitting the truth to yourself. Something's done. That's what I can promise you. The World card is the 22nd card in the hero's journey. And for you to get this as the very first card, it says completion. It says truth. But the truth is down. So it's opposite day. So this is not truth. This means that the truth needs to be admitted to us. So something about power as well. Something's not being seen as power. It's being seen as darkness. Or it's being seen as... Catherine says yes with a whole bunch of exclamation points. I would love for you to explain that to me. Maybe not right here in front of everybody, but how is this coming through, Catherine? Because this is something that, as I talk to other Libras in these many sessions that I do on a weekly basis, it might be helpful to help them reach balance, because this is the sort of truth that the cloud cover, that the lawyer is holding, the higher echelon, the upper dimensional version, or lower dimensional, if you will, of the high priestess. The high priestess being number 2, him being the number 11. 1 + 1 is 2. So we see this journey. This is like, it's not bad, but I'm not a big fan of this. Everybody's 3-card reading at the end of the readings up until this point has been very awesome. So this needs to be done, Libra. Once again, Alexander's here to make sure you know what is the thing that you think of first when I say it's done. Admit the truth to yourself. We've got a job to do, my family. So you've got the high priestess. You've got the cloud cover of the masculine over her. You can see beyond the veil. So once again, there's this like Virgo Libra thing where it's like, be honest with yourself. If you're not being honest with yourself, then I don't even know what the long-term results are of not admitting the truth to yourself. And you know, and you feel in your stomach. You feel in every cell. You feel it. You felt it since the moment you were born. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind. He's quoting Morpheus from the Matrix, just mixed in there. And I freaking love you all so much. Who's next? Leaves Scorpio. Katie, you still here? She's like, I'm doing my makeup. Shut up. Love you. All right, what are we at for time? 49:33. 49:33. Katie, where are you? Katie, what are you doing? Katie, rally in on me. Let's do this. There you are. I knew you were here. I knew it. Oh, boy. Okay. Scorpio quantum reading from September 1st to September 30th. I know you're not. I'm just messing with you. La 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 la. I'll do the drum if everyone's good. First of all, Catherine, how many likes do we have on the video? Mind you, we were at 43 people. How many likes do we have in the video? I'm not going to ask for the likes. I'm going to demand the likes. I bet you we weren't at 43. I better leave before he forces me to like it. I confess I haven't liked it. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty, Becky. See you, Nixie. Nixie Pixie, come back. Scorpio. 34. Good. Good. But is it good enough for a drum? Scorp. Okay. Scorp. I feel like the Swedish chef. Why do you know the Swedish chef? Borsche. Okay, here we go. All right. Metallica. Don't mind if I do. All right. It was the first song I learned how to play on the guitar. The first Unforgiven. It's very simple. All right, anyways, moving on. All right, choices. We see some sort of choices. Okay, but once again, there's an ongoing theme today for September, my family. We see the choices, but we see that this hasn't happened. We see that this tomb, it now has the opportunity for this choice to be made. So something that was going on, you felt stuck with it, Scorpio, or you felt like you couldn't move on or you couldn't do this thing, but now that has dissipated. It is time to move forward. The worst of the journey is over. Once again, there's that masculine fire. There's clearly, for me, across all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 readings now, there's been something going on where this card keeps coming up as the like, hey, look at this. Look at the masculine fire. And it's been coming up literally ever since Aries. There she is again as the feminine. There's the masculine again. But it's something about our fire, utilizing our fire. And once again, this isn't the time in the middle of this video to talk about this. But there's been a lot going on with the dragons, as I was kind of like saying slightly like off. I'll just say it now. Something's going on with dragons, us recovering eggs that have never been hatched, or calling back versions of ourselves that we thought were dark or we thought were evil, that they're not. And they're necessary and they're angelic, if you will. They're just misunderstood. Oh, Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. So this is what's happening here again. Something's been misunderstood, but it's now at the point of conclusion. It's now at the point of reflection. At this point, Scorpio, you're able to see that this is almost done. It is done, basically, because you're not. Here's the truth. The truth has set you free. So something has shifted with whatever the situation is, because it's going to appear differently for all of you. But it's like I see this new beginning. I see this point that you're getting to where the masculine and the feminine are working together. Like we're becoming friends with both sides of the coin, instead of like whatever it was where there was something that wasn't being admitted to us while this tomb was closed and while we were in this belief structure that this thing couldn't be done. Call me Mr. Wong. Call me insane. I know what I want, and I want it now. I want ascension. All right, moving on. Okay. I want you because I'm Mr. Vain. Oh, it's my jam. Remember freestyle music? Most people hear freestyle and they think of two rappers just going off the top of the dome. But no, freestyle. Oh, God, those were the good old days, my family. I'm grinding my teeth. It's so good. Anyways, moving on. All right, showing his age here. Showing his age. But not physically. Anyways, moving on. All right, so things shifting, things coming in, phone calls, texts, emails, something's coming in from a friend. So something, once we do all this work, things open up. Things are open up and are able to move forward because you're moving forward by love, with love, by doing this integration process, Scorpio. So I'm so freaking proud of you. But once again, to have this card here, we're being observed as a witch. We're being observed as old school magic, and it's not old school magic. Once again, I'm seeing over and over again people having this like, oh, I don't know what to do with that. It's almost like these dragons are coming up, and they're like, oh, I have like this gift for you and all this power, and they're floating around in your field. And you're like, get out of here. We're doing the angelic thing this time. And it's like, this is the angelic thing. These aspects are you, my family. So I don't know how this is appearing for you, but this is how it's appearing for me. And I know as I sit with this, that this is more power returning to us, because we're needing more power, because as we were talking about, there are some possessed people on this planet, and we have a job to do. Okay? So get that job done. And just pay attention. And also, make sure we're all being honest with ourselves, because I've seen a little bit of like, oh, no, it's okay. It's fine. Is it? You think it's fine? Okay. I've moved past that. When I know it's not fine, I'm being not even asked. I'm being forced by spirit to admit the truth. So if that hasn't happened for you yet, just know that that's a little bit further ahead on your journey. Okay, who is next? Sagittarius. What time do we have? 56:54. By the way, anybody who was worried, we recovered our little lost Ginger. We found her. She's okay. All right? She's not little and she's not lost. And we love you for hearing this message. All right. I listen to that while I'm lifting. You can judge ye not unless ye shan't be judged. I'm just like clean and pressing. I don't know what I want now. Get it, my family. We're at 43 likes. I can drum. Who's that wild card that hasn't liked the video yet? We got 44 people and 43 likes. Sagittarius. Sag. Oh, Sag. Come on, this is the good one, isn't it? Oh, what are you? Friendship. Oh. I was hoping this was done. The moon. The moon. There's the Emperor in that position again. Holy. Okay. Okay. All right. The moon. Something's been manifesting, all right, that you might not have realized you're manifesting, but we're going to see who this person is. Because, Sag, this is not you, okay? I know this isn't you. So somebody that's been naughty in your reality, they're going to expose themselves or leave your reality by the time the full moon comes around this month. Your dream state's been a little off, all right? And I'm not saying this, you manifest that. I have quite a few Sages in my life, and I know that when they speak to me about how their dream time's been, it hasn't been as fun and as beautiful. There's still the moments. Where it's really great, but it seems like there's been more moments that you're like, what is this message? Pay attention to what the message is, my family. What are you seeing? Be literal. remember how literal your brain is in dream time. I think it's time for another Lucid Cupid episode, my family, to be honest with you, because a lot of stuff's been coming up at the dream time, and I just want to like fine tune. I don't want to rush this conversation about dream time that I could clearly talk about for hours without taking a breath. But what I will say is this. Remember your dreams. Tell yourself you're going to remember your dreams. Don't tell yourself you're not remembering your dreams. And if you're having dreams that you wish your dreams were better, you wish that they were more loving, work on your lucidity. Question yourself, am I dreaming during your day-to-day life? This is how we become lucid within our dream state, because that will force your reality matrix of dream time to have a different perception lens. Because now they're going to, your whole team is going to be like, well, if we go too far out there, they're going to know they're dreaming. So that's number one. Number two, if you're just looking to fine tune and have a happier dream state experience, what is your favorite dream you've ever had? Whether you were 5, 15, or 55 years old. What was the dream you had that I know you can remember, whether you've been dreaming or not, and meditate upon that as you fall asleep. Go back to that dream where you flew, or when you transformed into a unicorn, or whatever that epic dream is that I know you've had. Go back to that and fall asleep pondering about that dream, okay? Because this is saying something with dream time, and I know already Sagittarius is getting the longest reading. I see how hard you're working, and I see that the new beginning's coming, and I see that the reason why the new beginning hasn't happened is because as hard as you've been working, you have to actually work harder. And it's like, I know, like everybody wants to hear like, ease and grace, you've made it, you've ascended, it's easy now. It is easy, but we still have a lot of tens of thousands of years of BS and masculine rocket ships and gunpowder treason to unravel, my family. So there's a lot to do, and we need a community. We need a wolf pack. We need a pride of lions. We need the friendship card at the bottom of all the readings, not just this one. So we need to be working together, and that's where the power is. That's where the release is. That's where the high ground is. That's where the magic is. So there is a lot of magic, but something has been pulling our magic away from us. Who is this? Who is this person? If you don't know who this person is, ask your dream state to tell you, but I think you know who this person is. It's kind of hard to not have any inkling of who the devil is in your life. So be honest with yourself. Who is that person? They could be in the past. They don't have to be in this present moment. But there's somebody that is not assisting you, that is got you in a certain mental thought structure where they're holding you back. And we need to be all pushing each other forward for more love, for more speed, for more ascension, because this process has already started. So now it's almost like, I hope you're a salmon if you're trying to swim against the current. Because if you're trying to swim, it's like you have to ascend. Like we're all ascending now. Like it's just easier to just go with the current, okay? Things and go, move fast, not slow. The dog is mine. God, that dog is mine. You're on a roll today, Alexander. No one sounds like that. I don't know whose voice that is. Capricorn, let's do this. 10347. Let's go. Things and go, move fast, not slow. The dog is mine. I used to think the dog was yours. Where's the dog? Don't bring it up. Just the sweat is glistening. I'm not crying. It was sweat. It's very hot. Don't stand so next to me. All right, Capricorn, September 1st to September 30th, quantum reading. Let's go. Move fast, not slow. The dog is mine. There it is. 1, a two, a three. Mr. Owl, how many shuffles does it take to get to an accurate tarot card reading? Ooh! Ooh. Have you thought of throwing the party yourself, Capricorn? Have you thought of that, huh? But I don't have the money. Yes, you do. Oh my God. Oh my God. It gets busy. All right. All right. This is some good cards. I like this. All right. Oh, look at this. Oh. Choose that reality, whatever that is. I like this. What is this, Capricorn? I love this. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. The computer or something with magic, and then it hasn't happened yet. This celebration has not been created. I don't know if you're waiting for somebody else to start this celebration, Capricorn. What is this? Is this an event? Is this some sort of get-together? Is this a party? Is this a business? There's something you're building that you haven't started to build yet, okay? You haven't even bought the materials, okay? Because part of you is like either waiting for somebody else to do it, but this is like part of your purpose. This is part of your dharma, if you will. Whatever this get together or this thing is, or going to some other event or going to some other thing, we see these wands coming in the spiritual category. So spirit is like spirit's doing everything they can to give you signs. So signs are coming in from spirit, and they're letting you know there's something completed. There's something to do. There's the Justice card, A again. There's the High Priestess card in the number 11, and here's the High Priestess in the number 2. They keep both showing up. So there's definitely something epic here. But as we look to the immediate future, so at some point during this month, we see abundance, spiritual abundance. This looks very spiritual because this is a spiritual card. This is a spiritual card. And then we see the hand. So this is probably more of an upload, download, some sort of information, some sort of power that returns to you or you reclaim yourself. But this also can be financial abundance. This can be something that is, you're laying down the groundwork for the future, because there's something was supposed to happen and now it's not. And like, you're like, oh man, why has this happened? This doesn't mean you give up on whatever this venture is, Capricorn. And I know if anybody can do it, it's you guys. You guys are the hardest workers of the whole chart, in my opinion, to each their own. I see that in my own reality. One of my grandfathers was born on January 2nd, and one of them was born on January 4th. And these were the two hardest working men I've ever known. And one of them literally died doing volunteer work at a hospital. So I know how hard Capricorn can work. As I was saying, like, Cancer might come over your house and clean your dishes for you. Capricorn will probably not come to your house because they're probably somewhere working very diligently. Okay. So strength, angelic, completion, the celebration once again. We see the celebration hasn't happened, but we see that the celebration will happen. And we see that whatever these belief structures of, oh, I need to learn something, these cards together represent excuses. So Capricorn, there's been some sort of excuses that you've been allowing your mind to have. Once again, Alexander has just plucked those excuses from your reality matrix, and you're no longer allowed to make them. So either say yes or say no and let this go, because we're not allowed to just think, well, maybe I could. What if I do? What is that? Whatever that is for you, whatever this, because you know what it is. This isn't so I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is something you've been going through. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. It feels really good or it feels really bad. Do it or don't. But we're not here to press you anymore, but I am here to take away your excuses. I can't allow my family to have excuses. And whatever the excuses you've been making, guess what? They're bullshit. And I love you so much. And I say that with love. And I say that with, I know you can do it. Baby, I think of you when I'm all alone and it's 2:30. Bet you think about it too. Can nobody love you like I do? Aquarius, 109.40. Then boy, you better call a meeting. You can get me in the lab making beats, smoking. All right. Old music, good. Bomba ishi tasate kumpas. Oh, Alexander Maz one on Spotify. That's how you find this playlist. This very one. Aquarius September reading. Oh, don't leave now. We might drum. Later, Katie. Love you. And Katie took her whole entourage with her. We're down to 36 people. Like this. Okay. The truth shall set you free. All right, Aquarius. There's been, once again, this is like the second out of 11 readings with the last 3 cards. We got something to adjust before the end of this month. So what do we got here? We got there's something you've been working on or wanting to work on. Have you considered doing it on the computer? Okay, because this card can represent magic. This represents the magic wand. It can represent some other stuff, if you know what I mean. But for this time, it's representing the computer. So it's representing, have you considered manifesting? You have all the elements on the table. You've reached this point that you're at here, Aquarius. And then we see this card in the back where some truth was admitted to you. And that was the truth then. But we're seeing an ultimate truth that you still have not received. So we see her holding the truth in the past. But this is the card cloud cover that's covering every one of these cards. So you might have some of the truth, but you don't have the whole truth. So as we look at this, what is this? What is this? They're talking about you building something on the computer, creating something on the computer, finding a person on the computer, hiring somebody on the computer. There's something about technology and using technology, Aquarius, to get something going. Either way, all of these lines look very good, very positive. Now this, like why, or like something we're worried about, or having to manifest something over the course of the next new moon. It doesn't have to be that way. Like this is still good, and this is still going to get you to where you're inevitably going. But I'd like to just pick these cards up, move them over there, and have all of this happen sooner rather than later. Because this whole meat and potatoes is very positive. But what Spirit is letting you know, Aquarius, is that the truth that you're admitting to yourself in this present moment is not the whole truth. There is more truth. And just be open with love. What is it that you've wanted? Is it abundance? Is it the house on the hill? Is it moving somewhere? Is it going somewhere? This is showing that your inner child can and will, with the integrated masculine, create this by being in a loving vibration. But by having this belief structure that this isn't going to happen, it's not going to happen. So there's something to research on the computer. And maybe there's something, maybe you looked before and the computer said no. But when you look this time, the computer's not going to say no. I've been seeing some straight up miracles. I had a miracle just take place yesterday. Once again, we could talk about that maybe on the weekend or in the patron group. But just because you saw something, just because you saw how much a hotel costs a night somewhere, or you saw how much an airplane ticket, it just happened to me when I was going to Rhode Island. And like all of a sudden I was flying out of LA, and then I wasn't flying out of LA. And then I look up the tickets and I'm like, I'm getting a refund from whatever it was, from JetBlue. They're sending me, or they owe me hundreds of dollars because I was like, these tickets weren't available. And all of a sudden they were. So something isn't true. And that's what I'm just giving you, this little piece of something was true, but it's not true now. Okay? So figure out what that is for yourself, Aquarius. And if you ever need help figuring that out, you can book your own session at galactictarot.com or with whoever, whatever epic person you help fine-tune and align you. Aligning the mental. I love you guys. Alrighty, who's this? Pisces? Pisces 1:15:41. 1:15:41. So we're having an epic gathering, my family. Sedona, starseed.com, MattCon. We've got the family. We're getting the family. There's going to be a crew. It's just the roster keeps getting longer, and I'm so freaking excited. A lot of you have already signed up. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait to give you all hugs. I'm going to do so many hugs. Get out of there. Get out of there. You're still in there. All right. Let's do this. Pisces, September 1st to September 30th, quantum reading. Good. 1, 2, 3. Can I eat food yet? Now play the drum. There it is. Pisces, September reading. Oh, a little devil popper there, Pisces. Let's pretend we didn't see that, but we all know we did. Okay, the immovable object of love. Your job is a light warrior. Okay. Oof, oof, oof. Like this. Okay, the tower. No. No. What is that? Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Good. And good. Okay. Wow. Pisces. Now this is very good. Whatever this is, if this happens to be a trauma, if this happens to be a challenge, it's not a challenge. This is something that has been governed by spirit. To have the lovers or the soulmate or the soul family and then have the tower with it, we're being told, I'm skipping ahead here because this is like really stands out to me. We're being told that this is a victory. It might not seem like a victory, but something gets better from whatever this is representing for you. This is going to be a little bit different for everybody. But I see the lovers, the tower, and the victory card, and that doesn't really all fit together unless if somebody might be leaving temporarily, or might be having a conversation with you where they're requiring more love that they haven't been receiving, which is a beautiful thing. Okay? So the immovable object of love, and then we see the light warrior down on the side. We see the light worker down on the side. We see the spiritual being the high priestess. So this is all very epic. And we see that this is being done. But this is telling me, why is this paladin, why is this healer down on their side? Everything here is very spiritual. Like these 4 cards of your mind and your spirit, like your left side and the right side of the brain here, Pisces. Very, very epic, very powerful. To have this down on its side, it almost doesn't fit. So this is talking about your journey. This is talking about what you came here to do, your dharma, your life purpose. So something you've been thinking about for a while, because we see the hanged man, has not been happening, maybe because of this person. Not to blame the person, but maybe this has been a distraction. So you've got a lot of work to do. And that might be why whatever this is, you've been thinking about it instead of doing it, Pisces, because we all do. We have more to do. All right. So we have more to do. And the power and the resources are here. The phone calls and the people are, it might not seem like they're here. You might have been told that the color was going to be purple, and right now the color is yellow. And I'm just giving that as an example. It might not seem how you thought it was going to look. Now, I call that the brochure. Oh, is this the brochure for Earth? Bro? Sure. And it's like, you know, they got us to come down here and they got us to come in here and integrate here. And it's awesome. And I see some people complaining that they're here. I see some people, this is my first lifetime, my last lifetime. And I hear a lot of things coming out of these flapping lip phalangula. That's bullshit. And you know it is. Okay. And I'm not saying this to Pisces. I'm saying this to everybody. If you're saying these things, you need to stop saying those things, or you might be watching the wrong channel. It's ignorance at its highest. And I can't allow ignorance in any way, shape, or form, because I don't want ignorance to be allowed within myself. So saying that, when I see somebody who's the first time walking and they're kind of just like, they're like observing everything and they don't even want to speak. So if you're like one of these epic light warriors that I know you are, with all this, like this fire that comes out of you and then sometimes maybe doesn't, and it comes out of you and then sometimes, this isn't your first time on Earth. So when I hear that, it makes me laugh and I just go, bottle it up, Alexander. But I can't bottle it up anymore. And by having these belief structures of saying, like, I better get this done because after this I'm out of here, or you're not, or we have a job to do and we're going to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And we could use your help, and we could use your assistance, and we could use all of us working together and the community to once and for all finally start to be built, because there isn't a community, my family, and it needs to be built. So we build the round table one nail at a time. Okay. So moving on, karma, dharma. So we're seeing the wheel here. This is not a karma. This is your dharma. This might seem bad, but it's victorious, because we see the victory here. Then we see, as the reading spirals out, it goes back through victory. We see the awakening. We see love. We see that spirit has been attempting to have this happen sooner, but it's down to a deadline, a lifeline, whatever it is. Something's got to happen here, okay? And it's happening. You might not see it happen this month, but something's going to begin, and you're going to be like, oh, I remember this. This happened with so-and-so back in whatever. Something's going to remind you of something else, and that's because it is that in a different form. It is that as a different color, but it is that situation, Pisces. So prepare. When we prepare, when these things happen, they're not as difficult. And I'm hoping that you can take this, what I see as this truth. Prepare that this might not seem good as it's happening, but it is very, very good, and it is victorious, and it is necessary to your life purpose. It is necessary, whatever's taking place, for your development, for your life purpose, for your dharma. Thank you so much, my family. Thank you for being here. We're going to do some drum. The people are waiting for the drum. Definitely moved a little quicker today. 123. I think we're going to do some more speed reading soon. Good joke. We gained 10 subscribers, then we lost 10 subscribers. So we're back to 2,300. So whenever we can get that to 2,350, we'll do more free readings. And next time I do it, I want to do it by time, and I'm going to fly. I want to see how many I can do in an hour. And I'm excited to do that. So everybody be excited to get the subscribers up to 2,350, and we'll get that going. We'll get it on and popping. What do we got? Why is he doing Halo? That one's for Soul. Everyone's like, why is he doing that strange song? It's so beautiful, but it sounds familiar. That was just Halo. He's just having a good time. Oh, but that's my jam. Speaking of freestyle, who knows it? I'm so proud of you if you know what song this is. Oh! Oh, shit! Is this new? It's new to you. This was only released on an 8-inch record. Oh my God, it's time to drum, but I gotta lower the song. All right. So tell me. What playlist is it on, Alexander? righty. Okay. So we got to, how many notches do we have to take it down? On a scale of 1 to 10, Iago, you are an 11. Yes, he's quoting a Disney movie. All right. Okay. I got to get out of the mode and get more into drummy McDrummerson. Drummy McDrummerson. You can't hear what, Catherine? Couldn't hear the music? I was bumping it today. Could no one hear the music? They might have some sort of algorithm so you can't hear the music. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to drum. All righty. Maybe we shut this extra camera down. We know that I'm going to need it. I'm just going to gracefully exit out here at the end of this. Thank you all for being here. crystalcurrent.com for your energy tools, galactictower.com to book a session, sedonastarseed.com. We're getting the family together, my family. So here we go. Where's your breath, my family? Focusing on your breath will give you the ability to focus on your power and call more power in. Breathing below the belly button, in through the nose, out through the mouth, or however feels comfortable. I love you all so freaking much. See you soon. Cheers.